E aí galera, tudo beleza? Aqui fala o James, bem-vindos ao canal. Hoje é mais um vídeo de Deus Ex Human Revolution. Espero que estejam gostando da série aí. E hoje eu decidi dar uma mudada um pouco, vou fazer as missões secundárias. Vou começar por...
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in a prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
That's all I need for now.
Então galera, aí conversando com o detetive, ele nos deu várias missões secundárias ali sobre a investigação da morte da Mega. E é isso aí, né? Ele daí nos disse as coisas que ele já sabia. Só que tinha várias coisas que ele não podia entrar, não tinha como. Mas ele pediu pro Adam ir porque ele sabia que o Adam ia conseguir.
Access granted.
Viemos aqui. Agora tá aqui. Tem que só vir nessa portinha aqui. E aqui essa portinha aqui também. Bem simples aqui.
Access granted.
Deixa eu entrar aqui. Deixa eu ver se não é esse lugar aqui que tem uma bomba. Eu sei que tem um que tem uma bomba. Não. Só hackear esse computador aqui. Foi. agora eu sei que vai ter um cara que vai entrar aqui. Só tranquilizar ele. E a gente pega a shotgun de graça. Eita, dá pra ignore 3 de arma. Tranquilizante era aqui. Eu acho legal essas cópias de secretária porque ela tem várias coisas, os códigos de porte de acesso e tal. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo liberar. Aqui eu vou pegar mais espaço. Tem a melhoria que vai conseguir espaço. E dá pra pegar a shotgun. Eu vou agora guardar aqui a arma. E eu quero mostrar pra vocês que tem nos outros níveis aqui. Um negócio muito louco. Não é nessa da espera aí. Na verdade tem nível 5. Próximo. Eu acho muito foda aquilo lá. Vou procurar. Esse aqui. É meio difícil de hackear, né, mas vale muito a pena. Eita. Difícil pra caramba. Putz, bora gastar logo os troços.
Access granted.
Aqui. O segundo é mais facilzinho de hackear.
Access granted.
Pronto, foi. Eu acho esse aqui legal. Esse aqui também é um pouco mais difícil de hackear, mas que eu me lembro, acho que tem um código talvez. Esse eu acho código. Esse computador dele.
Access granted.
Ah não, sim. 6. Daqui dentro abre, vai ter munição de pistola. Isso que eu acho muito legal, tem proxy kit aqui. Sai por duas. Esse negócio é bem útil até. E eu sei que no andar de cima também tem mais um que é desse tipo aí. Vai ter um negocinho top. Ah, não, tem mais. Viajando. Beleza, deve ser aqui nesse andar. Vamos sair daqui. Vamos voltar lá. E voltar pro...
Jensen? What are you doing here?
I think you know why I'm here, Tyndall. I want Corella's security footage back.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm Seraph Industries' chief of security. I'm pretty sure I can find out about an edited security tape, so don't bullshit me.
Ah, shit. Listen, Jensen, I never wanted things to get this bad. I'm not a bad guy. I feel for Corella, I really do. But sometimes, for a good cause, You have to get your hands dirty.
Oh, there's a good cause now?
Oh, I see. You think I'm selling the stuff, right? I understand why this would seem like an obvious motive, especially to an ex-cop. But trust me, you shouldn't always take things at face value. I'm not selling the neuropazine, I'm giving it away.
Giving it away? To who?
To the people who need it. You think everyone gets augmented by choice? No. Shit happens. And then what? You're saddled with neuropazine injections for the rest of your life, and that shit costs money. But what choice do you have? Without the drug, you'll die. Rejection syndrome, crippling pain. That just ain't right. So I did the only decent thing to do. I stepped up.
Corella wants out, and I'm here to make sure he gets out.
Man, this whole thing is becoming way too much trouble. I've even got 2 local pushers on my back because they say my philanthropic actions are undercutting their profit.
That's not your only problem. A gun-toting client was waiting for you in your apartment earlier.
Really? In my apartment? Shit, the dealers probably sent him. Tell you what, I'll deal with the client later. You take care of the dealers, and the footage is yours.
Okay, I'll help you out. But you better not be playing me.
You give me way too much credit, Jensen. I'm a security tech, not a hardened mobster. The 2 pushers go by the name PG and BK. They hang out in the alley near the basketball court. Just make sure they never bother me again.
You're asking me to kill them.
Well, that's a bit drastic, isn't it? But it's your call, as long as you leave me alone. The important thing is you need to take care of both of them.
Vídeo pra matar os 2 caras. Vocês querem fugir do toque dele e do próprio daqui. Agora vamos para o mais próximo.
You hear what Lazarus been saying? This country's falling apart, man. States are looking to leave the Union.
Os 2 caras tendo todos os problemas aí. Agora só.
Oh! I knew someone was here.
Eu não matei nenhum deles, tá certo? Fica desmaiado. Já vou aproveitar que eu tô aqui. É muito difícil esse jogo, né? Um negócio que eu acho muito legal nesse lugar é que dá pra pegar a bolinha de basquete. Tá tentando mais cedo. É. É difícil pra caramba. Muita gente faz uma cesta assim. Fazer aqui em alto. Ainda é. Entendeu? Outra assim difícil, hein? Não. Depois, vamos ajudar lá.
Look, I told you. If you want me to give you that security footage, you're going to have to get those pushers off my ass first.
I've taken care of the dealers. Now hand over the footage.
Thanks, Jensen. Listen, I know it's not something you did from the bottom of your heart, but still, you saved my ass. Here's your footage.
Listen, Tyndall. I know your heart was in the right place. Augmentations are a complicated issue, and we're still trying to figure out all the ramifications. It's not perfect, but the end still doesn't justify the means.
That's where you and I are different men, Jensen. You follow the rules, but fail to recognize that the rules are written by those in power. Me? I'm willing to do what has to be done.
Agora eu consegui de volta aquele equipamento lá que o meu amigo aqui no pedido. E que eu perdi. Agora que vai devolver pra ele.
Did you get it yet? Adam, please. You have to get that security footage back.
I got the footage. You owe me one, Tim.
Yeah, you got that right, Jensen. I mean, thank you so much. This is my life I just got back. Listen, I got a hold of a weapon mod. It's not much, but I figured a guy in your line of work could use it.
Listen, I know you were trying to do a good thing, and I respect that. But you should do it through proper channels. Next time you might not get this lucky.
Yeah, you're right, Adam. I know you're right. Listen, thanks again.
Então, a gente ajudou o cara, né? A gente conseguiu esse aqui. Ó. Que é um sistema de laser. Dá pra combinar com as outras armas na escola. Eu acho muito foda o sistema laser aí, que ele melhora muito nele. Pra gente mandar pra ele. Ele aponta certinho onde vai o negócio. Então galera, isso aí foi o vídeo de hoje. Espero que tenham gostado. Se inscrevam no canal e assistam os vídeos anteriores também. Valeu, fui e até a próxima.